The act of envisioning your desires with absolute clarity is not merely a preliminary step, it is the foundation of manifesting your dreams into reality. In this universe, the limitations we often encounter are not external constraints, but are, in fact, self imposed. This realization is a profound awakening, a key that unlocks the door to your true potential. When you recognize that your thoughts are not just fleeting whispers in your mind, but powerful tools capable of creating your reality, you step into a realm of endless possibilities. Your deepest desires are not just idle wishes, they are potential realities waiting to be brought to life. The journey to manifest these desires begins with a clear, detailed visualization of what you truly want. This process involves more than just a vague idea or a fleeting thought. It requires you to delve deep into the specifics of your desires, visualizing them with such precision and detail that they become almost tangible in your mind's eye. This precision in thought is not just an exercise in imagination. It is the directing force of the energy of your intentions. Like a skilled sculptor who shapes clay into a masterpiece, your detailed thoughts shape the energy of your intentions, molding them into the forms you desire. Each detail you envision adds definition to your intentions, sharpening their focus and power. This is not a passive process, but an active engagement with your inner creative force. As you refine the details of your visualization, you also refine the energy of your intentions, aligning them more closely with your desired outcome. The intricacies of this visualization process are crucial. Consider not just the end goal, but the textures, colors, emotions, and experiences associated with your desires. Imagine the sensations of achieving your goals, the feelings of joy, satisfaction, and fulfillment. Visualize the people, the environment, and the specific context in which your desires manifest. This rich tapestry of details not only enhances the clarity of your intentions, but also strengthens your emotional connection to them, infusing your desires with the power of your emotions. In this universe, everything that we perceive and experience is a form of energy. This fundamental truth reveals a powerful insight. By learning to manipulate this energy, we hold the key to creating our own reality. It's a concept that may seem daunting at first, yet it is underpinned by a reassuring simplicity, especially when we consider that physical manifestations, the things we often desire most, are actually the easiest to achieve within this framework. The universe is governed by specific laws, much like the laws of physics that govern our physical world. These laws are unwavering, impartial, and operate consistently throughout the cosmos. By understanding and aligning your intentions with these universal laws, the process of creation shifts from being a struggle to becoming a seamless flow, almost effortless in its execution. This alignment is not about bending the universe to our will, but rather harmonizing our desires with the natural flow of universal energies. When you set an intention or a desire, it's akin to placing an order with the universe. The clarity and specificity with which you place this order are of utmost importance. Just as a vague order in a restaurant can lead to an unsatisfactory meal, a vague intention can lead to results that are misaligned with your true desires. The universe, in its vastness and complexity, responds to the signals we send out. However, these signals must be clear and precise to be effectively received and acted upon. Consider for a moment the nature of these universal laws. One such law is the law of attraction, which states that like attracts like. This means that the energy you emit through your thoughts, emotions, and intentions attracts similar energy back to you. Therefore, when you focus your energy with precision and clarity, you attract experiences and outcomes that closely match your desires. Another law is the law of correspondence, which suggests that the patterns of the macrocosm are mirrored in the microcosm. By aligning your personal energy with the larger universal energies, you create a correspondence between your desires and the universe's ability to fulfill them. Furthermore, The process of manifesting your desires is not a one-way transaction, but a dynamic interplay. It's not just about sending out a clear intention, but also about being open and receptive to the ways in which the universe responds. Sometimes the universe's response may come in unexpected forms or take different paths than we had envisioned. This requires a degree of trust and flexibility, an understanding that the universe's wisdom often exceeds our limited perspective. The act of visualization transcends mere daydreaming. It is a powerful, deliberate process of creating a detailed mental blueprint of your desires. This method is far more than a passive wandering of the mind. It is an active, intentional crafting of the future you wish to manifest. The clearer and more detailed your visualization, the easier it becomes for the universe to decipher and act upon your intentions. This clarity in thought and vision is not just important, it's crucial. It establishes the precise framework of what you seek to manifest, like an architect drawing up detailed plans for a desired structure. Visualization's power lies in its ability to make the unseen seen, transforming abstract desires into tangible mental images. When you visualize, you're not just thinking about what you want, you're actively constructing a reality in the realm of your mind. This construction process guides the energy of your thoughts, directing them towards the realization of your desires. It's a process that involves all your senses. Imagine not only the visual aspects of your desires, but also the sounds, textures, smells, and emotions associated with them. The more vividly you can experience your desire in your mind, the more effectively you are programming your subconscious to recognize and pursue these desires in your physical reality. Moreover, visualization is a practice that harnesses the power of your subconscious mind. When you repeatedly visualize a certain outcome or scenario, you begin to embed these images and experiences into your subconscious. The subconscious mind is incredibly powerful and operates outside of your conscious awareness. It influences your actions and decisions in ways you might not be fully aware of. By regularly planting seeds of your desired reality in your subconscious, you align your deeper mental processes with your conscious goals, creating a powerful synergy that propels you towards your objectives. This practice also taps into the emotional aspect of manifestation. Emotions are powerful energy sources, and the feelings you associate with your visualizations can significantly amplify their manifesting power. When you visualize, conjure up not only the images, but also the feelings of joy, accomplishment, love, or any other emotion linked to your desired outcome. These emotions act as a catalyst, intensifying the energy of your thoughts and aligning your vibrational frequency with that of your desires. Visualization is also a tool for overcoming limiting beliefs and mental blocks. By consistently visualizing yourself achieving your goals, you begin to dismantle the subconscious barriers that tell you these goals are unattainable. This process is akin to mental rehearsal, a technique used by athletes and performers to prepare for success. Through visualization, you're rehearsing for the successful achievement of your goals, making it easier for your mind and body to act in accordance with these rehearsed scenarios when the time comes. One of the most challenging yet vital aspects of manifesting your desires is the art of trusting and letting go. This phase of manifestation is often where many stumble, as it requires a relinquishment of control that can feel counterintuitive. Many individuals fall into the trap of trying to micromanage the universe, detailing not just what they want, but also how they want it to materialize. This approach, while understandable, significantly limits the universe's capacity to deliver. The universe operates with an infinite intelligence and creativity far beyond our human comprehension. By trying to impose our limited understanding of how things should happen, we inadvertently close doors to possibilities and opportunities that could have been far more fulfilling than our original plans. The practice of seeing your desire as already fulfilled is a powerful technique in the manifestation process. It involves visualizing your goal as already achieved, feeling the emotions associated with its completion, and then releasing it to the universe with faith. This act of release is not about giving up on your dream, but rather about surrendering the process of its realization. It's an acknowledgement that while you can set intentions and take inspired actions, the ultimate unfolding of events is not yours to control. Trusting the universe to handle the details is a crucial component of this process. This trust is built on the understanding that the universe has a broader perspective and access to an infinite array of resources and pathways to bring your desires to fruition. Often, the ways in which your desires manifest may be unexpected. Arriving in forms you hadn't envisioned or through means you hadn't considered. This unpredictability is not a sign of the universe's capriciousness, but rather a testament to its limitless creativity and efficiency. Letting go also means releasing any anxieties or worries about the how and when of your desires manifesting. This aspect of trust is about understanding that timing plays a crucial role in the manifestation process. What might seem like a delay or detour in the fulfillment of your desires might actually be the universe orchestrating the perfect timing and conditions for your wish to materialize. The universe's timing, often incomprehensible to our immediate perception, is always impeccably aligned with our highest good. Moreover, the act of letting go also involves an element of self trust. It's trusting in your own ability to receive and accept the fulfillment of your desires. Many times, subconscious fears and feelings of unworthiness can sabotage our ability to accept the very things we have asked for. Letting go requires a deep inner work of clearing these blockages and cultivating a sense of worthiness and openness to receive. This visualization exercise is more than a mere imaginative journey. It's a profound tool designed to bridge your present with the future, providing a vivid glimpse into the potential manifestation of your deepest desires and aspirations. Picture in your mind a grand, majestic staircase, each step representing a pathway to a future point in time. At the top of the staircase are doors, each labeled with a different year in the future. As you approach these doors, you're not just engaging in a flight of fantasy. You're actively aligning your energy with a future reality, a critical step in the manifestation process. When you choose a door and step through it, you're stepping into a possible future, a realm where your current dreams and goals have materialized. Take a moment to observe everything around you in this new reality. What does your environment look like? What occupation are you engaged in? Examine your living conditions, the people around you, and even the emotions you feel in this future state. This isn't just a passive observation. It's an active engagement with a potential future that you have the power to influence and shape. This exercise transcends mere fantasy. It's a strategic alignment of your current energy and intentions with the future you desire to create. The key to its effectiveness lies in the trust you place in the images and sensations that come to you, no matter how unexpected or surprising they may be. These visions are not random. They are a preview of the possibilities that lie ahead, glimpses of what can manifest when you align your intentions with the laws of the universe. Moreover, as you engage in this exercise, pay attention to the details that unfold. Notice the specific elements of your future life, the textures, the sounds, the colors, the smells. These details are not just embellishments. They are the building blocks of your future reality. They help to crystallize your vision, making it more tangible and realizable. By focusing on these specifics, you are not only visualizing a future, but actively constructing it in the realm of your mind. This visualization also serves as a powerful tool for identifying and refining your true desires. As you observe your future self, you may find that certain aspects of this envisioned future resonate deeply with you, while others may feel less aligned with your true aspirations. This process of discernment is invaluable as it helps to clarify and refine your goals and intentions. ensuring that they are in true alignment with your deepest values and desires. In addition, this exercise can reveal insights into the actions and steps needed in the present to move towards that future. As you immerse yourself in this visualized future, ask yourself, what steps did I take to arrive here? What changes did I make in my life? What beliefs and mindsets did I adopt? By answering these questions, you gain valuable insights into the changes and actions that are necessary in the present to make this future a reality. In essence, this visualization exercise is a powerful technique for manifesting your future. It allows you to explore potential realities, align your current energy with your future aspirations, and gain clarity on the steps needed to achieve your goals. It's a dynamic process that not only projects you into a future reality, but also empowers you to actively shape and influence that future, starting from the present moment. In our daily lives, we're often caught in the relentless rush towards the future, barely noticing it as we consider it normal. This haste, a state of mind we have accustomed ourselves to, is the act of collapsing infinite possibilities into the predictable, familiar reality we live in. When you consciously bring yourself back to the present moment, you might feel agitation or impatience. This is your body conditioned to anticipate the future, resisting the present. It's essential to recognize and overcome this state to truly engage with the potential that lies in the present moment. When we make a deliberate effort to anchor ourselves in the now, a sense of restlessness or urgency may surface. This reaction is the embodiment of our body's programming, a result of years spent in a state of constant forward motion, always chasing the next moment, the next task, the next moment, the next milestone. This habitual anticipation of the future at the expense of the present forms a significant barrier to experiencing the fullness of life as it unfolds moment by moment. The agitation or impatience we feel when trying to remain present is not just a fleeting sensation. It's a deep rooted response from our body, which has become so entwined with the mind's projections of the future that it struggles to reside in the present. This resistance is a clear signal of our disconnection from the present, a sign that we are living out of sync with the natural rhythm of life that beckons us to savor each moment. To truly tap into the potential that the present moment holds, it's crucial to not only recognize this state of perpetual anticipation, but also actively work to dismantle it. This involves a conscious effort to slow down, to pause, and to breathe in the fullness of now. It requires us to train our minds and bodies to detach from the future oriented mindset that has become our default and to embrace the richness, unpredictability, and beauty of living in the present. This shift in focus from the future to the present is more than just a mental exercise. It is a transformative practice that opens us up to new experiences, insights, and levels of awareness that are otherwise obscured by the haze of constant forward thinking. By grounding ourselves in the present, we allow ourselves to fully engage with life, to experience a deeper connection with others, and to access a wellspring of creativity and intuition that lies waiting in the uncharted waters of the now. Often in our daily endeavors, we encounter a palpable sense of restlessness or impatience when attempting to anchor ourselves in the present moment. This inner turmoil is not merely a passing discomfort. It's a profound manifestation of our ego, a reflection of our deeply embedded emotional responses that have become part of our identity over time. When external distractions are stripped away, what emerges are these raw, unfiltered emotions that genuinely define our inner selves. The journey of effective meditation or mindfulness practice is fundamentally about wrestling with these emotions. It's about acknowledging and understanding them as they surface, without the usual external stimuli to mask or dilute their intensity. This confrontation with our true selves can be uncomfortable, as it reveals aspects of our personality that we often prefer to keep hidden, even from ourselves. Taming these emotions and channeling them towards a centered state of being in the present requires both gentleness and determination. It's a delicate balance between acknowledging the emotions without letting them overwhelm you and steering your focus back to the calmness of the present. Initially, this process can feel laborious and strenuous, akin to taming a wild horse that resists every attempt at control. However, much like acquiring any new skill, the practice of being present grows more fluid and instinctive with repeated effort. The initial phase of conscious effort, where every step feels deliberate and forced, gradually gives way to a more seamless integration of this practice into our daily lives. We transition from a state of being unconsciously driven by our emotions to a heightened awareness of them, eventually reaching a point where staying present becomes an almost automatic response. The true beauty of this transformation lies in its transformative power. As we continue to practice staying present and wrestling with our emotions, we start to see shifts in how we perceive and interact with the world around us. We develop a deeper sense of empathy, a heightened awareness of our surroundings, and a newfound clarity in our thoughts and decisions. This evolution of our emotional landscape allows us to engage with life in a more meaningful, fulfilling way, turning what once felt like a tedious task into a source of joy and liberation. The progression from being unaware of our inability to stay present to effortlessly inhabiting the present moment is a transformative journey that unfolds through persistent practice and self awareness. In the beginning, we often don't realize our constant preoccupation with the past or future. This state of being unconsciously unskilled in the art of presence means we are blind to our own blind spots. We live in a state of automaticity, scarcely noticing our detachment from the here and now. As we begin to immerse ourselves in mindfulness or meditative practices, we transition into a state of being consciously unskilled. This stage is characterized by an awakening awareness of our habitual absence from the present moment. It's an eye opening, sometimes uncomfortable realization that we are often not really here in our daily lives. This awareness, though initially unsettling, is a crucial step towards growth. The journey then moves towards becoming consciously skilled in presence. This phase involves deliberate and mindful effort to anchor ourselves in the present. When meditating, for instance, we learn to recognize when our thoughts drift towards future anxieties or past regrets. We practice gently but firmly guiding our focus back to the present. This stage requires patience and perseverance, as our minds and bodies are accustomed to operating on autopilot, driven by ingrained habits and unconscious reactions. The ultimate goal is to reach a state of being unconsciously skilled, where residing in the present moment becomes a natural, ingrained part of who we are. This doesn't imply a constant state of meditation, but rather a habitual awareness and connection to the present, regardless of what we're doing. It's about our body and mind aligning in harmony with the now without the need for conscious effort. When you engage in meditation and become aware of your body's restlessness, you face the physical sensations that have been the driving force behind your automatic, habitual responses. These sensations, a cocktail of emotions such as frustration, impatience, anger, or even anxiety, are tethered to past experiences and memories. They reveal the raw, unfiltered version of ourselves that often remains hidden beneath the layers of our interaction with the external world. In the act of meditation, as you strip away the distractions of your environment and turn inward, you are left with the essence of these emotions. This is a pivotal moment, a chance to encounter and understand the true nature of your emotional self. You start to recognize that these emotions are not just fleeting reactions, but deeply embedded patterns that have shaped your behaviors and responses over time. The process of staying present in meditation allows you to address these emotions directly. Instead of avoiding or suppressing them, you acknowledge their presence. This acknowledgement is not about indulging in these emotions, but about understanding their origin and impact. It's about observing these feelings as physiological sensations within your body, separate from your identity and ego. As you continue this practice, you learn to disentangle yourself from these emotional responses. You begin to realize that these sensations are not an integral part of who you are, but rather conditioned responses to certain stimuli or thoughts. By repeatedly bringing your focus back to the present and calming your body's agitation, you start rewiring your brain and body to respond differently. This rewiring is crucial for experiencing genuine joy and relaxation in life. Joy is not just the absence of negative emotions. It is a state of being that emerges when you are no longer in the grip of these habitual emotional responses. As you learn to relax into the present moment, surrendering to what is rather than being driven by what has been or what could be, you tap into a deeper sense of peace and contentment. Moreover, this process paves the way for a more profound transformation. It leads to the liberation of energy previously bound in these emotional patterns. As this energy is released, it transforms into joy, a pure, unadulterated emotion that arises from being fully present and at peace with oneself. The practice of cultivating presence and guiding your body to surrender to the present moment can be a formidable challenge, especially when faced with the entrenched habits of a lifetime. During meditation, when you encounter intense agitation and resistance, the body may react with a flurry of restlessness, akin to a wild horse trying to break free. The key in these moments is patience and persistence. It's about gently yet firmly guiding your body back to the calm waters of the present, allowing it to exhaust its restless energy. This process is akin to taming an untamed animal within us. Each time the body rebels against the present moment, longing to race towards the future or dwell in the past, and you successfully bring it back to the now, you're reinforcing a powerful message that you are in control, not your automated emotional responses. It's a reaffirmation of your commitment to being present, to experiencing life as it unfolds in the moment. As you continue this practice, a transformation begins to occur. The repeated act of calming the body and focusing on the present moment starts to liberate energy that was previously trapped in cycles of emotional reactivity. This liberation is not a sudden explosion of energy, but rather a gradual unshackling, like releasing a pressure valve that's been tightly wound for years. The release of this energy manifests as joy, a profound, deeply felt sense of happiness that emerges from breaking free the addictive patterns of past emotions. This joy is not a fleeting sensation. It's a sustainable state that grows stronger with each practice. It stems from a newfound freedom, liberation from the emotional chains that have held you captive. Additionally, this practice enhances your ability to handle stress and emotional upheaval in your daily life. As you become more adept at returning to the present moment, you develop a resilience against the turmoil of everyday emotions. You learn to navigate life's ups and downs with a greater sense of peace and equanimity. Furthermore, this continuous practice of presence cultivates a deeper connection with your inner self. You start to understand the language of your body and emotions more clearly. This understanding fosters a greater sense of self awareness and emotional intelligence, allowing you to navigate your internal landscape with more skill and compassion. Embracing the present moment through regular meditation is not just a practice of mindfulness, it's a gateway to a world of untapped potentialities. Our typical linear perception of time often limits us to a predictable, monotonous path where each day is a repeat of the one before. In this state, we are merely existing, not truly living. However, When we pause, breathe, and immerse ourselves in the now, we open ourselves to a spectrum of possibilities that transcend our regular experiences. In rushing from one task to the next, our focus is always on what's ahead or what has been, never on what is in, never on what is. This perpetual motion keeps us locked in a cycle of sameness, preventing us from accessing the rich tapestry of experiences that life has to offer. By grounding ourselves in the present, we allow our minds to break free from these chains of predictability. It's in the present that the magic happens, where creativity blooms, ideas are born, and true change is initiated. Each moment we spend truly present and relaxed is a moment we step out of our old identities and habitual patterns. This shift is crucial for personal growth and transformation. The old identity, bound by routines and familiar paths, is comfortable but limiting. Stepping out of this comfort zone may be daunting at first, but it's essential for discovering the full breadth of what we're capable of experiencing. Moreover, this practice of being present enriches our life experiences. We start to notice the small joys and intricacies of life that we previously overlooked in our hurry. The beauty of a sunset, the richness of a conversation, the warmth of a smile. These experiences become more vivid and meaningful. By anchoring ourselves in the present, we heighten ourselves in the present, we heighten our senses and deepen our connection with the world around us. Being present also allows us to access different states of consciousness, revealing dimensions of reality that are usually hidden. In these states, we can explore scenarios and experiences that defy our standard understanding of time and space. These explorations can be profoundly transformative, offering insights and understandings that reshape our perception of ourselves and the world. Furthermore, the practice of being present is a practice of empowerment. It reminds us that we are not passive observers of our lives, but active creators. Each moment spent in the present is an opportunity to make choices that shape our reality. Instead of being swept along by the current of habitual thoughts and actions, we can steer our lives in directions that align with our deepest desires and aspirations.